Hi, on this channel I talk a lot about freedom, building freedom in life, about the fact that you have the power to change your life, to become the best version of yourself. And sometimes I call it the power of manifestation. I have a separate video on that. And some people call it like the law of attraction. But you know, for me, basically, it's facts, it's the truth, it's the way things are. Because actually the science itself proves this fact. So in this video I want to talk about how quantum physics actually explains this fact. A little spoiler here, you know, our power to change things, to change the world around us, to change our own lives is limitless. But today I'm going actually to read some things because I want to be precise. You know, I have my computer here. I'm going to read some, statement like quantum physics explains it all. But don't worry, it's not going to be like difficult to understand, or it won't be some words you wouldn't understand, or you don't have to even have a university degree to understand it. It's very simple. And I'm going to also comment on this, like to explain and also to add my understanding about how we create freedom in life and how we influence each moment of our lives. So let's start, yeah? And if you're interested in building freedom in life, also consider subscribing to this channel and give this video a like to help me promote this video. Thanks. So, okay, let's start. Quantum physics tells us that everything in the universe is made up of energy. Okay, that's that's pretty clear. This energy isn't fixed or solid. It's constantly moving and vibrating. Let me give you some explanations. I mean, it's also obvious, but I just want to stay with this a little bit longer. The way the universe, the world appears to us is very different from the way it is. Like if you look at this table here, it feels pretty solid. It feels fixed. It doesn't feel like something is moving there. But if you take something like a microscope, you will see that actually there are a lot of different particles moving there in space, and each particle also consists of space and some, something in the middle. And it's all constantly moving, vibrating with energy. And yeah, so to us it appears like something solid, but in fact it's not. And the same with our body, our body is changing all the time, the hair falling down, our cells are changing. Like every 7 years you have a completely new, body, because all the cells have changed, have been replaced. And the same with the world around you. There's like space and different particles, and so on. So it's constantly moving, it's vibrating, everything around us, including everything we have, like physical. At the smallest level, particles don't act like tiny, predictable objects. Instead, they exist in a state of possibilities called a quantum state until they are observed. So all those tiny particles hang out, expecting, in a state of different possibilities. It's not like it's always predictable what's going on, what will happen. And until you or somebody else, as observer, as a like somebody with your own subjective understanding comes and looks at those particles. Before that, there are many possibilities of how these particles will act. And when the observer comes, then, They act depending on the observer, depending on how the observer sees the particles, sees the event. So the observer, with his or her opinion and view and understanding, influences what will happen in your world. How does it sound for you? It's exciting, huh? It's exciting, it's proven, it's quantum physics. Make your own research, it's very interesting. This idea is known as the observer effect, meaning that the act of observing or focusing on something can influence how it behaves or what it becomes. So you, as the observer, influence what will happen to the particles around you. And everything consists of the particles, including your own body. Yeah, so, and basically like the law of attraction also suggests that, you know, your thoughts, your emotions influence what will happen to you. So it's kind of like, I'm not saying it's the same, it's, in some degree it's different, but this idea that you have the power to shape your reality, to shape the world around you, to also shape yourself, is there. I find it absolutely fascinating, you know, because it's really, freedom is not an abstract idea. We have the freedom in every moment, you know, to behave in a certain way, to react in a certain way, or to choose not to react at all. Just observe without your judgments, without subjective ideas. Just watch what's happening. This is also a possibility to just observe the truth as it is, the way things are, and not adding your own judgment or feeling or emotion or my opinion is the truth. No, it's not my opinion, it's the truth. The truth is there for everybody the same. Our opinions are different and very subjective. So let's go back to physics here. If you focus on positive things, you are more likely to draw positive experiences to yourself. From a quantum perspective, it's like tuning your mind to a specific frequency, similar to how a radio tunes into a particular station. You know, you just tune your mind to a different frequency. I really love this, this idea. Your thoughts and feelings act as the observer, shaping the possibilities around you into reality. Okay, we already talked about it before, but this comparison is absolutely lovely. The key idea is that your mindset and what you pay attention to can have a real impact on your experiences, whether by changing your actions, your perspective, or even how the world around you responds. So because you're changing yourself, your way of thinking, your way of reacting, your way of acting, the world responds in a different way. You know, the situations around you appear and match your level of awareness, your level of view. Yeah, it's absolutely, I love it. Let me know in the comments what do you think, yeah, about quantum physics and about how it explains our power to shape our reality and our freedom to do whatever we want, and actually to influence whatever we choose to influence. Your level of awareness could shift how you interact with and perceive the world, which might then change the situations or patterns you attract or notice. Yeah? I mean, also psychology explains it, that if you don't work with yourself, you are likely to attract the same, like, for example, toxic situations in your life, yeah, or toxic relationships. Psychologists, they say that, yeah. So if you notice the same toxic things happen in your life, it means something is wrong with you. You are attracting this kind of patterns, you know. You shape this reality because this is in your mind. This is the level of your awareness. And this is why you attract this kind of reality. Yeah? While DNA is physical and changes more slowly, there is some evidence that thoughts and emotions and environmental factors can influence gene expression over time. So basically there is also evidence that your thoughts and emotions influence your genes and your DNA, you know. Which is, yeah, it's the same thing actually. So it's just so your awareness changes your DNA, your awareness changes your genes, your awareness changes your mind, or not your mind, but your body. Yeah? It's so simple, but already I hope it's not too complicated. I mean, it's very simple. The truth is more simple than we think. We don't have to make it complicated. It's actually when people cannot explain things in simple words, it's very often that they don't understand it. Yeah? The truth is really simple. So from the quantum physics point of view, our thoughts and emotions can influence our body, but also the doctors, they say the same. The doctors say if you have stress, yeah, it goes into your body, and you can get, you know, some really bad diseases, you know. So it's kind of like the truth we already knew, but it's nice to hear it from the scientific, you know, from quantum physics point of view. I really love it here. In essence, if you elevate your level of awareness and perspective, so if you improve your level of awareness, yeah, and view, your internal state, both mental and physical, aligns with this new way of being. So when you change your mind, change your mindset, your awareness, yeah, you improve your level of awareness, then it makes it your mental and physical being align with this new way of new perspective on your new awareness. So you basically become a different being, you become a different person. Becoming a different person, that's exactly what it is, you know. You can also say the best version of yourself, but in fact it will be already a different person. If you constantly work on your mind, in 5-10 years people will not even recognize you because you're so different. And you can also look at the things you did or thought, or 5-10 years ago or 20, and you think, I don't believe it wasn't me. I'm thinking so different now, feeling so different now. Yeah. So that's how it is. This shift in energy and focus could lead to you perceiving and attracting external circumstances that match your improved state, effectively altering how you experience the world. So once you change, improve, and change your, focus, then you attract different circumstances in your life, and this changes how you also experience the world, because different things happen. If you focus on possibilities, possibilities come to your life. And if you always focus on negative things, so maybe reading too many news or something, spending hours watching bad news or something, it's overloading. And maybe actually I should make a separate video about this, like about watching news, and because it's not that one shouldn't be aware of what's going on at all. It's not that one shouldn't try to change things, but this constantly being bombarded by negative news and watching them again and again, the same thing, even if you already know, I'll probably make a separate video about it, because I think many people are struggling and suffering from this fact. So let's talk about it in a different video. Consider subscribing to this channel, not to miss upcoming videos. So that was about it. We have the freedom to change our life, ourselves, including our mind, our body. We change our mind, it influences also our body. We change some habits, it influences our body as well. And additionally, it changes the world around us. The circumstances, the possibilities arise that match our level of awareness. This is like the idea that I've been trying to push this idea on this channel all the time. And I'm so happy I took my time to dive into this understanding of the quantum physics about this. I try to explain it as simple as possible, I avoided some difficult words which nobody would understand anyway. And I think it's so fascinating how scientists describe the truth and the fact that actually we are free. We have all the possibilities in the world. I've got a little bit hungry here. And this fruit, I always forget how it's called. This fruit, usually you get in winter. I always forget, it's like a... I have to Google again. I have to check how it's called. It's afternoon time, it's the time for me to get some nourishment in the shape of fruits, which are not only incredibly tasty, but also healthy and will change my, my physiques. So let's become aware of our life, of what we do in life, what things we put into our life, our daily routines, what we do. I have a video how I start my day. You can check this out, my morning routine, And it may sound like simple things, but it will change your life, because maybe you wake up and start your day with reading news and something like that, which I think many people do. As for me, I leave news for later. I follow the news. I find it's very important to be a responsible citizen and read the news and follow and influence when possible. but I don't do it in the morning. Yeah, I definitely will make a different video about this, about this bad kind of news which are happening all the time. But how do you deal with bad news? This is the question. Being a responsible citizen, how do you deal with them? And understanding that you shape your reality. Yeah, that's very good to make a separate video about it. Let me know what you think. I hope you really enjoyed this video. Again, I would love to hear from you in the comments. Give this video a like, subscribe to this channel about building freedom in life. Check some useful links below, my book, also my free training, my course, if you want to build, a business or a legacy or, your personal brand, then this course is for you because you can change your future. Yeah? Just if you are new, then check out some things I have to offer. The links in the description. And yeah, so have a great day, and I will see you next week in another video if you subscribe. All the best.